With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Morant. Here he goes. Deflected. Williamson looking around. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Here's Murray. Pass to McCollum. And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. And we're about a minute into the first. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis's head coach for a minute. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to McCollum. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And Zion absolutely rocking the rim.
And Morant gets double-teamed. Jackson down low. Morant looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Doesn't go that time. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Pass to Messi. Here's McCollum. And he buries his first look.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Now here's Morant. Drops in the layup for 2. Morant's got 6 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Messi. Right side Murray. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Olynyk. First shot won't go. Memphis leading by 5. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. McCollum on the wing. .114 left in the first. And the shot goes down.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Morant. No good on the triple. Olynyk with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Now Murray. McCollum outside. Clark grabs the board. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, odds getting out. Wow, what a play. Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter here. Clock at 6. McCollum on the wing. Here's Messi. And the shot no good, a bit short. Now Morant. Over Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Murray. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He made a big... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Kennard for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Here's Alvarado. Up and in on the layup. Alvarado's got his first basket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Clark. Uses the glass on the layup.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
So both teams changing it up here. Williamson outside. Alvarado outside. Misses from short range. Grizzlies lead by 16. Pass to Pippen. Jackson outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Williamson outside. McCollum outside. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Outside Bain. Pass to Wells. Here's the 3. Messi grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 14. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Alvarado outside. Back to McCollum. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. Timeout called, Memphis. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
A minute 53 left in the first half of basketball. Morant into the lane. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Messi. Still without a bucket. Pass to Murray. Here's Messi. Out to McCollum. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
For 3, McCollum. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And the basket by Bane.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Aldama outside. Outside Bane. Picked by Aldama. Outside Morant. 4 on the clock. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
Here's McCollum. Right side Olynyk. Pass to Murray. Tries again. Good work there as it goes. Murray's gotten his second bucket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Grizzlies up by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Pelicans trail by 15. Right wing.
What growth from DeJounte Murray since coming into the league. Started as a role player, turned himself into an all-star.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable.
Yeah, I wish McCollum would sell microwaves because I'd buy one. That's what he does. He heats up in a hurry.
Here's Morant. Oh, athletic move from Morant.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis leading by 14. The baseline J. And the basket is good. Morant's got 20 points.
Yeah, stepping in from the arc, Morant comfortable from there.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Williamson outside. Back to Murray. Over to the left wing. Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Morant with the bucket.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Murray for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Right side Morant. And he converts the layup. 24 points for him.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Looking to win the run. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
I think Murphy just wanted it more that time. He willed that shot to fall.
And New Orleans making a change here. New Orleans shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Well, Brent, we've seen Trey Murphy grow into a prototypical 3-and-D wing.
Well, what's been most impressive, BA, is you thought it was just his shooting. That's been better than advertised. He's also starting to show you he can rebound, run the floor, and defend a little bit. So the package is a little bit bigger than it was once thought of with Trey Murphy coming out of the NBA draft.
Throws it up high.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Misi grabs the board.
Almost a highlight reel play. Hey, you have to appreciate the effort there.
Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And again, New Orleans no good. Grizzlies lead by 23. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the dunk.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. New Orleans calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. To the middle. To the inside. Olynyk for 3. The rebound by Jackson. And he's going for the lob. And then Morant with the dunk.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Pass to Jones. Back to Alvarado. Here's Hawkins. Hounded by Morant. Here's Hawkins. No good again that time.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Back to Alvarado. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass. He got his timing down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. Back after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jackson. The three is up. Connects from downtown. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Hawkins. Just 5 to shoot. The three ball. And it's Alvarado missing. Inside. Here's Clark. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And New Orleans making a change here. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Well, a team-first type player, Jones, just so unselfish.
Kennard, left side. From deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. McCollum outside. Pass to Williamson. Over Kennard. Williamson, no good. And here's Kennard. 5 to shoot. The three is up. He can't hit that time.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Softly drops in the floater. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
Driving in. Pippen nails the baby hook.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Over to the wing. Williamson with it. Stolen by Kennard. To the paint. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
That was a sensational pass. And then the catch and finish in the same motion? Ridiculous.
Alley-oops like that are so rare. You simply have to take a second to enjoy it. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Grizzlies.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Here's McCollum. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And so they foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Here's Kennard. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
Here's Williamson. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And the Grizzlies making a change here. That's good from Williamson.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Grizzlies.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Pass to McCollum. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Out to the right wing. Pulls up. Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Murray. Down low. Here's Messi. Shot clock at 5. Count it.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And he drives in.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets the bucket.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Tipped away. Williamson for 3. Drains the triple. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most